What's up, everybody? Today we got a Project Backrooms tier list. That's why I'm up in this corner and not on the side like I usually am. Couple things to get out of the way before we actually hop into the tier list. For one, this is just my opinion on how enjoyable I thought the levels were. This isn't anything too objective, so don't take it too seriously. Also, this is not every level. There are a couple that I'm missing, like Whiteout, Danger Zone, level -0, things like that sort. So it's not every level, but it's every level I've played. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, I did just go in and add an F tier real fast. Starting with the lobby, I'll probably put it A tier. It's pretty good. It is the back rooms after all. Level 0, classic. It looks pretty good with the version 3.2 revamp, but I think they got rid of like the red rooms and stuff from the lobby. So that's a little unfortunate. I think they'll bring it back, but yeah, for now, I think A tier is pretty good. Next up is Habitable Zone. I'll say B tier. It's pretty good. Pretty nice if you want to get to the hub and don't have the game pass and whatnot. I like it with the new version 3.2 little overhaul that they did. Looks pretty nice. Not too much going on though. There isn't too much to say about it. I'm not gonna lie. Pipe Dreams. Honestly, D tier. I don't really like Pipe Dreams at all in this one. It was kind of cool that they have the factions area there, but I mean, there's really not much to say about Pipe Dreams. It's a bunch of hallways with pipes, you know. Next up is Electrical Station. Electrical Station is better than Pipe Dreams only because it doesn't all really look the same. But I low-key hate the smilers in there. They're definitely annoying. Although they do kind of get bugged now in the newest versions. But, I mean, it's alright. I don't really like the electrical gates either. That you have to, like, stop when you're trying to run past. I think C tier is fine, though. Abandoned Office might have to be first S tier. I know it might be a little crazy because I was talking about how the other ones were not too much going on. But I like the office a lot. It's very chill, super nice level. I like the expansion / overhaul they did. And that one like area near the end with that desk is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about because that wasn't very descriptive. But yeah, I'd say that might be the first S tier. I love the abandoned office in like any Backrooms game, so. Next up is Whispering Halls. Low-key gonna go D tier again. There's not really much to say about it. The only good room was the one where you like crouched through the little vent and it's got some drawings. But yeah, just not much to say. Terror Hotel, probably C tier. This one is a nightmare if it's your first time doing it. It takes low-key a while. I'm not gonna lie, if you don't know where you're going. And the really only good spots in the level, in my opinion, are the beginning area, like at the bottom of the stairs, and then that one like giant open room. There's really not a whole lot that I like about it, but I think C tier is fine. Next up is Lights Out. Lights Out will go B tier. I'm not sure, you guys might have to tell me, but is Lights Out the same level with that one red, or I guess the wretch running around where you have to get the levers or whatever? Because if so, might have to bump it up to A. For now, I think it's just B. I do like it better than Terror Hotel, which usually doesn't happen in Backrooms games. I usually hate Lights Out, but this one isn't that bad. So I think B tier for now, but you guys are going to have to let me know if that one is the one where you're fighting or running from the wretch. Anyway, Snack Rooms. Snack Rooms is A, I'm not going to lie. Very, very good level. Snack Rooms is always pretty chill in any Backrooms game. I do like how like the look of Redacted and Megan's Reality have it more so, where it's more like a bar or whatever. But I mean, the snack rooms in here is pretty good. I would say A tier is pretty good. I like going to the snack room. So next is Substantial Effluent or something. I don't know how to say that, man. I just play the game. But this one, I'm gonna say A tier again. I like the cutscene where the thing just like goes past. Something I will say is I kind of wish Project Backrooms had the Thalassophobia level 7 over this. Not that this one isn't bad, but level 7, Thalassophobia specifically, is so great, and Project Backrooms does great with their level designs. Whether you like or dislike the game, you gotta admit that the level designs are honestly on the better side of Backrooms Roblox games, and I feel like having Thalassophobia and Project Backrooms would be extremely cool. So it's kind of unfortunate that they don't have it, but I do say A tier for substantial, effluent, or whatever you call it again. I don't know, man. Cavernous Fate, and there goes a voice crack. I would say D tier. I do not like Cavernous Fate. It's low-key pushing F tier. I think this level is pretty bad. Got stuck in it for a while my first time playing. Just not a very good level, I'm not gonna lie. There's honestly not much to say about it. It's just a bunch of caves too. But I'd say D tier. Suburbs. When I first played F tier because it took forever for us to find the exit, and it did not help when your screen was extremely staticky due to low sanity, hunger, thirst. It was kind of annoying, but I do think it's a little better. I wish it wasn't as repetitive, so I will go B tier. I love the suburbs in most games, but I do wish it was like a little less repetitive. I wish there's a little more stuff going on with it. But yeah, I think B tier is just fine. Field of Wheat, honestly, I'm going A tier for Field of Wheat as well, only because it's very cool when you can see the city like while you're in the field. I think it's not as bad of a repetitiveness to the suburbs because they've got a bunch of houses going on. They've got the barns going on. They've got a couple stuff here and there throughout. It's pretty good. Again, I really like the part of you being able to see the city. Also, the foggy sky is absolutely great. If it's a Backrooms game with a foggy sky, I'm gonna like it. I'm not gonna lie. Foggy skies are peak. Endless City, easy S tier. Literally, in my opinion, maybe their best to design level. I love the Endless City. I love, again, the cloudy skies. I can't remember if there's rain in there, but from what I remember there was, and if so, I love when rain is in certain Backrooms levels as well. Endless City is always like it's arguably my favorite positive level out of 0 through 11. Endless City is insanely good, just overall. Bunch of buildings you can explore. It's also, I think, where you get to the snack rooms, at least one of the entrances. But yeah, Endless City, I love the Endless City in like any Backrooms game. So good. On a totally unrelated note, can't wait for the Backrooms Redacted Endless City revamp. Anyway, Matrix, I'm thinking might have to go F tier low key. This is not that good of a level. It's very short, very simple. I feel like there's not much going on. I think it might have to be our first F tier. Pretty bad. Infinite Apartments, honestly C tier. It is extremely confusing in my opinion. I do like that you can get to the end through there, but yeah, it's a very confusing level. It all really looks the same, which makes sense. It is the Infinite Apartments, whatnot. Makes sense that it kind of looks the same, but I also don't like that, you know. I'm not that big of a fan of the Infinite Apartments. I think C tier is pretty valid. Paradise, I'll go B tier. I got lost like crazy the first time playing, but it looks like too good to just put lower. Like they cooked on Paradise's look and whatnot. I feel like B tier is pretty valid. I also wish this one wasn't I wish it had kind of more around it. At the end of the day, it really is just a forest, and so they put a couple of huts around, but I wish there was a little bit more, maybe something, I don't know, man. Futuristic halls, honestly, I might have to go F tier. I really don't like futuristic halls. I think the mechanic of like the stuff closing, the like gates closing or whatever is kind of cool, but I really don't like this level at all. It's extremely confusing. I really don't want to go back to this level like ever until it gets a revamp. Just not really that good of a level in my opinion. So the carrier, honestly, I might have to say the same thing. I really don't like the carrier either. Not much going on. Pretty boring, pretty simple. Just not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Memories gets an A tier. I low-key don't remember this, but I'm pretty sure it has like the where I call home staircase with the fridge in the back, whatever liminal space thing in it. It was like you go through like the green portal but it's like not really a portal. So I don't know if it's connected to memories, but either way, I love memories in Backrooms games. I think they did pretty good on the one in this game, so I feel like A tier is pretty valid. I like it a lot. Next up is the attic floorboards. Probably C tier. Not the most going on, but it's also not that bad. It's a bit of a unique level in my opinion. That's why I'm giving it a little bit more than what I gave like Cavernous Fate, Futuristic Hollows Carrier. I feel like the floorboards isn't the worst, but it's also not the best. So I think C tier is fine. Warehouse, probably same thing. I don't really care for the warehouse too much, but it's also not the worst. It's definitely less repetitive, I feel, than the cave, carrier, or futuristic halls, you know, what I've been yapping about for the past 5 minutes, but it's not bad. Also, I have not played, they said they like upped the difficulty to where it's a level 3 class instead of level 1. Still need to play that, so this could change in the future, but I think C tier's not bad. Numbered doors, I kind of want to go 4 just because of the different kinds of exits they have going on, but it's also pretty repetitive and there's not too much going on. So I'm thinking D tier just because I do like the amount of exits they have, but I also don't want to be like going back and forth saying I don't like repetitiveness in levels and then put that level in B tier. So I feel like D tier isn't the worst. Again, I like that it has a lot of different entrances to levels. I feel like they could add more in the future too. So yeah, D tier is probably where I'll put it for now. Runes Left Behind, C tier. I do like the parking garage levels, seeing as I have habitable zone in B tier. But I also think it's honestly like a worse habitable zone. That's why I think C tier is pretty valid. Also, I played earlier when I was trying to get to the Petrified Overgrowth, and I didn't have to do the little like, it was like clearing the gas or whatever. I didn't have to do that. I don't know why, but I don't know if that's a glitch or something. But Petrified Overgrowth, I think it is a little better than Runes Left Behind. I like it a lot. Design was really good. Lighting was great. But I don't think there's anything too crazy going on to where I could put it any higher. So I feel like B tier is not that bad. Next up, motion. I'm probably going to get slimed out for this. I might have to go D tier. I have never put a level motion like this low on a tier list, I think, ever. But the fact that it is motion, right? But we do not have the ability to go to the castle. There is no daytime nighttime cycle. There's no entities running around. It is pretty unfortunate. It's really not that crazy. I feel like we got to make the exit the castle. It'd just be so much nicer that way. Maybe that's a little too basic, but maybe I'll go C tier just because at the end of the day it is still motion. I mean, motion's, well, got motion in the Backrooms community, right? I do like motion, but like they kind of got to step it up on motion. I'm not going to lie. The end, low-key, the end is kind of in the same position as motion. They don't really have too much going on. I think the end is maybe a little better because there's not so much that they're missing from, whereas motion, again, the castle, the daytime nighttime cycle, any entities, all that stuff. Unless you want to argue stuff with happy files in the end being like worse of them not having it than not having you being able to go to the castle, animated key, and any of that. But I feel like B tier is better. I think it is just a little better than motion. So that's where I'm leaving it. Next up is the hub. Hub is just A tier, man. It's good if you gotta go to a different level. It's great to be there whenever you gotta go. So not much to say about it, but because of the versatility of being able to go to a bunch of different levels, gotta do A tier. Glitched halls, probably F tier. Glitched halls is just not a good level, I'm not gonna lie. Spent so long in that level. Yeah, I ain't got much to say about it, man. It might be a little crazy of me having it here with numbered doors up here, but it is worse than numbered doors in my opinion. So glitched halls, F tier. Overflow is probably C tier. I think they did pretty good on that level, but I feel like there wasn't too much going on as well. I think the puzzles were pretty good that they had going on. But yeah, not too much to say about it. Reflection, probably D tier. This one is a very plain level, but there's nothing that really makes it bad. It's just really plain, really simple, a little boring. So I feel like D tier isn't that bad. Blood Moon, B tier. It looks really good. Love the look of the level. I like the, well, I guess Blood Moon you would call it, the dark red going on with the bunch of bridges they have crossing each other. I might actually do A tier just because the design is really good. I like Blood Moon a lot. All right, Deterioration. See, this one's rough. It looks like a pretty good level, but the first time I went in there, I was stuck for like 2 or 3 hours. It was, okay, it probably wasn't that bad, but it was bad. I was stuck in there forever. If you guys have been to this level, you probably know how confusing it can get. I feel like Deterioration might have to go C tier. The look is pretty good, but it was so annoying getting through the first time, so I'm gonna stick with C tier. Mineshaft. Now I did put the caves in D tier, and I'm probably just gonna go Mineshaft D tier as well. There's not too much difference in this one versus the Cavernous Fate. I will say Mineshaft I do like more than Cavernous Fate, but not that much more. It's still like the cave at the end of the day. Nothing crazy. Grounded, easy S tier. I love this level. Probably the best design out of any of the negative levels in this game. But yeah, I just like city levels in general, if you couldn't tell by Endless City also being an S tier. I feel like Grounded is really fun. Very chill. Love the look of the level. Again, it's just overall great level in my opinion. Abyss is probably B tier. I kind of like what they did where near the end there's like the areas that are untextured and whatnot. But again, it's also a cave. Not really a fan of cave levels all too much, but it's the end of the negative levels. That's why I kind of like it. But yeah, I feel like B tier, it's a little annoying with how many entities are there too. So yeah, I think just B tier for now. We got the pool rooms. Honestly, S tier. I love the pool rooms in this one. It's very cool looking level. I'm kind of sad that you can't really access it now, at least that I'm aware of. Pretty sure you could have only accessed it through the summer event from like last year. But yeah, I think S tier is pretty good. Run for Your Life or exclamation mark, definitely B tier. It was pretty lame, honestly. It was a very quick and easy chase. I don't even think it's in the game anymore though, but yeah, it was very quick, very easy. At the end of the day, it's still Run for Your Life, but like they got to step it up with Run for Your Life too. I'm not gonna lie, just with more so how difficult it is. I think the design is pretty fine. Nothing too crazy to say about it, but yeah, I'd say B tier. Ultimate Fate. I like Ultimate Fate a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I think A tier is pretty good. Wish, again, there wasn't too much repetitiveness of just a bunch of buildings everywhere. But I do think it's one of the better looking levels. I love the snow. Love the snowy looking area. I like the city more so than I like the suburb area kinda more than what Deterioration has, which is just kind of ruins of buildings and whatnot. That's why I have it quite far over Deterioration. Not to mention, you don't get as lost in this one, in my opinion. So Ultimate Fate, A tier, I think is pretty valid. I think this level was called Corrupted Childhood Memories, as I have the text right there. This one might also be S tier. I loved when you were walking around in the hallways, and then as soon as you walk out, it's like this huge open field. The sunset looks great, sky looks great. Over to the side, there's like the trees, and then you've got a bunch of exits through there. It's a pretty nice level. It looks very good. So I think S tier is pretty valid. Vibrant Neighborhood. I don't really care for Vibrant Neighborhood too much. I think B tier is fine. Not too much to say about it. It's kind of just like the suburbs, but you didn't get as lost, you know? But I think I like the suburbs look a little more. That's why it kind of evens out. And then Project Rooms, I mean, it was kind of a joke level, so I feel like F tier isn't that crazy to say. It was really good for collecting resources, but yeah, I feel like I might have to go F tier with Project Rooms. It was really funny and I enjoyed it again, but it's like it wasn't really trying to be a crazy level. Plus, it was pretty much just The Office at the end of the day. It wasn't like anything too new, but I decided I'd put it in here because why not? Anyway, this is the tier list. I'll hide my webcam so you guys can get a better look, but I would say this is pretty good. This is the tier list, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.